Hello class, today what we're going to be doing is the splash screen slash have an alternate GUI. So if you want to have an options menu or something of the like. This is what's going to be my splash screen. I got it off Google Images. I also saved it and put it inside my Java file, and it's right there, splash screen. Notice, however, it's a PNG, so this is also how to do PNG file images in this movie as well, just because I need it in order to do that. So what I'm going to be going to is going to my game, which is, I think, right here. Let's run it and see what's happening. This is the game I've been working on for a while now. I click on this soda, and then I have to buy the coffee spill in order to get per tenth of a second. So now what I want to do is have a splash screen to that. So in theory, what we want to do is only show this splash screen for a bit and then go to the main game or via a mouse click. So basically what you're doing is you're putting a conditional in the paint and a mouse pressed in any XY condition. So what I need to do here is I need to say, first make a Boolean. So I'm going to go Boolean splash equals true, because at the beginning I want it to show up. Then in my paint I want to say, if splash, do this, otherwise do everything else that I was doing before. Now inside this splash, I just want a g.draw image, which I want this to be the splasher at 0, 0, because I want it to be the whole screen. I need dim height. This should be dim.height, dim.width, but I'm too lazy. But anyways, so now we have the image splasher. I need to also go through and make this a buffered image. So this is going to be splasher, which is capital S, yes. And then I need to set this up again for splasher, so splash screen. In order to do a PNG instead of .jpeg, it's just .png, and that's the only difference. And this has to be splasher. And now what I have to do is down here, I just put in a thing, if splasher, so if it's true, and I click, splasher, splash equals false. Because if it's true, then I want to set it to false. If it's false, I never want anything to happen and never look at it. So that's just my quick, so I don't need to do everything else. And then I do need to put an else, because otherwise I want these other things to happen, because if I click on them initially, I don't want them to happen. So I'm going to highlight the whole code, press tab to tab everything in. So if it's splash, set it to false, and then do this. Otherwise, play the game. So hopefully when I compile this, it should work. And let's run it. And there's the splash screen. And notice if I repaint, it's still there. And then I click on the screen, and boom, there's the game. And also, if I want to have a button right here to set this to be true, so go back to the splash screen, what I would basically do is, so now I need the button maker.txt, so I'm going to download it because I need to copy and replace for the new button. So now with the button maker code, I want to do a copy the wall button, and I'm going to go edit, replace wall button with splash. And then I'm going to call it toSplash, replace all, and now I need this with my code, and I basically make another button. So copy pasta, and I want to make this, what is it, 600, 600, and then 100, 100. And we want to go down to paint and inside the else, because I want this to only show up when I am not painting here. And then I'm gonna, instead of doing this if else, I just want to do a g.setColor back to red so I can see the text, otherwise it's green on green. And I'm gonna say click here to pause the game. This actually won't pause the game, it'll just go back to the F thing. And then in mouse pressed, I need this button, which is down here. So inside this, I need to set splash basically to true. And now when I compile and run this, we have click and go in here. And then if I click here, I go back to the splash screen. And I click again, it goes back. So here's a infinite circle. If I click outside, it doesn't happen. Click inside, it does happen. The nice thing is, if I click on the soda now, it's not going to increase by 1. See that? It's 0, so I'm going to go here. I click here, it does not increase the sodas. Does everyone see that? Which is amazing. And I click here, it does increase the sodas. So that's how to get to an options page that disables the buttons in the background, and also how to do a splash screen. That's it. Have a good one. I will see you later.